Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot7025fm.com.
What's going on, everybody? It's your main man, 360, the poet from the Morning Wood, and I'm here to talk to you about the Sci-Fi Center. It's your Vegas home for science fiction, horror, and fantasy. From comic books, toys, and posters to movie screenings and live events, they've got you covered. Located at 900 Cameron Avenue, Suite B209, give them a call, 702-900-4335, or reach them at thescificenter.com.
Hi. Hey.
What's up? All your favorite artists.
Check it out. Say my name. DJ Khaled. This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars. On hot7025fm.com.
Yo, it's Tavon Greatness Patterson. Want to listen to Hot 7025 on the go? Download the Hot 702.5 app on the Apple Store or Google Play Store if you got an Android like me.
Let's get it.
Jones, hey, Greg Deville was at it, man, hey. If you want the real, holla at Greg Deville, he'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. If you want the real, listen to Greg Deville, he'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. I'm talking real estate, building wealth, making money for your family and yourself. Now tune in, we here to help. Now tune in, we here to help. You wanna be a broker, you wanna be broke. You wanna be the joker, you wanna be the joker. You gotta bring more to the table than your hope, dreams, and wishing. I can feed you fish or I can take you out fishing. I can show you the vision, addition and division, mathematic equation. Make the money flip like an acrobatic, amazing. Greg Deville help you build the foundation. I'm saying, if you want the real, holla at Greg Deville, he'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. If you want the real, listen to Greg Deville, he'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. I'm talking real estate, building wealth, making money for your family and yourself. Now tune in, we here to help. Now tune in, we here to help.
All right. Good afternoon, Las Vegas. Greg Deville back in the studio one more time. So excited on a Thursday at 3 o'clock. That's right. This is what we do each and every Thursday right here at Hot 702.5 FM. The Greg Deville Let's Talk Real Estate Show and Solar Marketing Show. That's right. We just changed the name and added a little something to it. Excuse me, y'all. Somebody didn't know we were going live on the radio, so we're just going to fix that real quick. I hope everybody's doing well today. We're so excited again for more great information to share with many of you about what's available in the market. As you can recall, I mentioned last week there was 125 families who have gotten a foreclosure notice in the last 20 days. Well, I'm here to report there's been an increase in foreclosure notices. I want to help those of you who are having a problem catching up from the forbearance, the defaults that happened during COVID. Keep in mind, there is an opportunity to sell your home and save your equity. That's right. Sell your home, save your equity. Don't allow the banks to take the equity and the home. So what we like to term it is a pre-foreclosure sale. That means we're going to sell it pre the foreclosure, right? We're going to be able to sell that. So example, been going down through the county recorder, getting some of these notices, finding out that, you know, all these families are getting these notices. So I've been able to reach out to many of them. And one in particular that I'm speaking about, we're getting her about $130,000 to $140,000 just because she can't catch up on the mortgage, right? She's been pinned against the wall. You can't catch up the finances that are in the rear that you're in default with. But you have $130,000, $140,000 in equity. So what do? We take the liberty to sell the home, save the equity, pay the mortgage back. Now that balance you owe, she's going to pay the balance on any late fees. All of that will be paid out of escrow, and she'll walk away free and clear from all her debt. Free and clear with $130,000, 130 to 140,000. Now, you may have more or you may have a little less. Nonetheless, it is yours. And Deville Realty Group wants to help you save that home, save that equity, and sell that home. Now, I know you love your home. You don't want to part your home, but I'm going to tell you what, the bank will take your home. So there is no, I want to say maybe there's no grace. Once the bank puts it on the market, there's no going back. Once the bank decides, now if you've been in this notice already and you're longer than 90 days in with that notice of default, within that 4th month, they very well may put it on the auction block. Now, read your mail, because in your mail is going to be a sale date. Now, if you're hearing me or you know someone that says, my friend of me has a sale date and they were talking about it, guess what? We can postpone the sale date. You got to reach out to Greg Deville, Team Deville, Deville Realty Group, 702-349-0162, 702-349-0162. I want to hear from you. I want to help you. Now, I want to talk to those of you who are first-time buyers, those who have not purchased a home ever, or if you have and it's been longer than 3 years that you have, guess what? You're a first-time buyer all over again. Now, you know we offer the home buyer education each and every month on the second Saturday. So catch us the second Saturday in August. Call the front office. Get more information there. 702-515-4100. Talk to the team at the front office. You have to register 702-515-4100. That's the number to contact to get on the class. Now, the certificate that you will receive will entitle you up to $15,000 to $30,000, depending on what you qualify for. So again, first-time buyers, this is a must. Even if you've owned a home before, but it's been longer than 3 years and you currently do not own a home, this speaks to you. So again, Team Deville, Greg Deville, the largest black-owned real estate firm in the state of Nevada. Praise God. We're excited about it. It's been a blessing to be a blessing. We've helped so many families, and we want to continue. Those of you that have, we've gotten several referrals even on this week. We want to appreciate all of you for referring Deville Realty Group, telling a friend, a family, a friend of me about Deville Realty Group. We're excited to be able to help so many families. Now, if credit is the issue, we have creditors. Now, I'm transparent in that. 2015, my credit was, listen, the decline of the market, we were there, right? That hit many of us. But guess what? There's a new day dawn. Right? We were able to get our credit back on track. We were able to purchase our home in 2016. Listen, 90 days, my lender gave me a do list. And this to-do list was how to get my credit back where it needed to be. Now, we dealt with it. I say this. Face the elephant in the room, accept the fact it needs to be done. What needs to be done? Getting your credit on track, because you've got to stop paying the landlord's mortgage and buying down his principal. He has more equity, and then one day he decides to, guess what? Here it is. He decides to sell. I recently got a call earlier this week to one of the pastors who family had been living in the house for about 12 years, and the landlord decides, guess what? To sell the home. He says, man, Deville, I think I probably paid the house off. Well, just keep in mind. And I said, you probably did, right? Because that's what you do when you pay rent or you lease. You're paying off, even if you buy it every month, you're paying off the house. But when you're renting or leasing a house, guess what? You're paying off someone else's house. I know it's nice. You love it, but that's someone else's house, right? You'll never get the equity. You'll never be able to, you'll pay down the principal, but you'll never get the benefit of paying down the principal, right? So now's the time to start. That landlord be thinking about selling, and guess what? He thinks about it and he does it. Yes, he does. I've been hearing a lot of landlords, because now the values are up, right? The principal is down because you paid it down. You've been there 4, 5, 6, 7 years. I know I was in the home for 3 years before I purchased, and we were at $1,500 a month. We gave $54,000 in just 3 years' time. Then the gentleman says, well, Deville, I've been here for $1,500, and this was about 7 years ago. He says, but I've been here 5 years at $1,500. And we did the math. He spent $90,000. Here's what I want you to do. Take how much you pay per rent per month, times 12 months. When you go times 12 months, then you go times that number times how many years you've been there. And you can see how much you've given away. Lately, we've been calculating numbers like $129,000, and the man only paid $189,000. Well, you paid over half the man's house off, right? This is what we're exposing. This is what we're bringing understanding to. Now, let's say down payment is issue, we got you. Let's say credit is an issue, we got you. Let's say you got a 401k on your job. With your 401k on your job, you can purchase a home with a mere 580 credit score. That's right, I said it. 580 credit score with a 401k. We're closing one tomorrow, has a 401k. Now, their scores are higher. Now, better, higher score, guess what it does for you? It does get a better interest rate. But it doesn't matter where the rate is. I don't want to hear you saying, the rates are high. Listen, so is rent. That's right. Think about it. The rates are high. Rent is high. The good thing about a rate that's high, at least it stays there until you refinance it, right? So guess what? Rent that's high, he can even go higher next year. And then we talk about the solar panel business. So I want to sell you this home. And those of you that have a home, and you have not installed solar panels are the way to go. Listen, we have it on our home, and I'm telling you, we love the consistency of the bill. No more guesswork. Where's it going? We have high ceilings, and I'm telling you right now, I love it. I thought to get into it to help so many of you. Find someone that you can talk to. We already talk every week, twice a week, every week, some days 3 times a week, right here on the radio. Just keep in mind, solar, owning your home, stop paying. It's like leasing a car versus buying the car. Now, I found out a man leased a car and didn't realize he had limited miles. You could not exceed limited miles. He had to pay whatever miles he went over. And it was terrible, I understand. It was terrible. Now, guess what? This is what happens when you lease a house. There is no end. They just keep leasing. They keep going up. So if you get a fixed lock interest rate, now remember, when you rent a home, it's due by the 3rd. It's due on the 1st. It's late after the 3rd or the 5th, right? They start giving you eviction notice anytime you go after the 5th or 6th without good reasoning. However, a mortgage isn't late until after the 15th of the month. And then it's fixed. It's always locked. It's done. Same thing with solar. It's fixed. It's locked. It's done. It's no upfront cost to get solar installed on your home with Deville Realty Group and Deville Solar Marketing Group. So whatever service I can provide for you, whether credit, solar, purchasing a home, using your own money down, get the better interest rates. If you've got to use my grants for the programs, the rates are a little bit higher. Hey, so is rent. And rent keeps going up like NV Energy. There's expected rate hike before the end of the year with NV Energy. So if you have or don't have solar, 702-349-0162. Greg Deville, Team Deville, Deville Realty Group. That's the name you need to know right here in the Valley. This is what we do. We love what we do. We're having fun helping families do it every week, continuing to thank so many of you. Thank you to the veterans. Let me share with my veterans real quick here. Remember this, and remember to remember, you only need a 560 credit score to purchase a home as a veteran. We thank you for your service. The VA will back your loan. We can help you get your DD 214 reinstated. We have about 8 or 9 different lenders, so just choose one. Contact my team, text me, say, can you give me a couple lenders to choose from just to run over some scenarios? Get pre-approved. Find out if you're not ready now, when would I be ready? Because when you contact our team of lenders, it's never no. It may just be not right now. But it's never no. It's never that you don't. You're just not right now. Here's what you need to do to prepare yourself so that you will be in the driver's seat and positioning yourself to be able to what? Be that homeowner. Start creating wealth through equity. Now, if you have that home, you love your home, but you have equity in your home, here's another great opportunity for you. The opportunity is use the equity in your home and create residual income. Right? Speaking to a gentleman yesterday, we were we were riding somewhere together, and mentioned to him, hey, he said, I own my home, and I said, have you ever thought about taking the equity out of your home and with the equity putting it down on a duplex, triplex, or fourplex? Or you could just purchase another home. If you wanted to, say you want to downsize your home, you don't want to live in a 2-story, you want a single, use the equity in your home. You can sell that home. Deville Realty can help you sell that home. And no upfront cost. Listen, everything we do, there are no upfront costs associated with getting these things done, okay? So just for the record, Team Deville, free buyer representation. With the seller, commissions are negotiable. Everything is negotiable. Understand this, no upfront costs with our solar that we provide, with our real estate services, with our home buyer education, and for you to create wealth through equity, no upfront costs. You just need to own your own home. Can I help you do that? Again, the contact information is 702-349-0162. A couple of things I want to mention before I bring my guest on this afternoon is with Deville Solar Marketing Group. Keep in mind, there are no upfront costs. Did I say that? I want to make sure I got that out there. It increases your home's value. We were selling a home, and because he had solar, it increased the value about $18,000 to $20,000. You receive a tax credit incentive up to $15,000 for installing solar. These are benefits. And did I mention no upfront costs? I mean, that just the reason I installed on my, I said, you mean I can save energy with no upfront costs? He said, Mr. Deville, listen, this is the way it works. This is the way it works. There's a 25-year home warranty on the solar panels, on your roof. You can lease or purchase. Those are the options that are available. And then it's a fixed monthly payment. Unlike NV Energy, every month it's here. My winter bill is $415 in the winter. I'm like, I've been turning on the AC. But because I have solar, I didn't get to see what the summer is going to be. Thank God. Hallelujah. I can only imagine if my winter is $415, my summer was going to be out the roof. Yeah, I would have been out the roof with it. Like, what? $1,000, $1,200. But we got solar. We're happy. And because we did, I want to share with everyone who's, and your landlord, by the way, let me mention now, the landlord. If you're a landlord, remember I just stated, it increases your home value. Guess what? You have a tenant paying the rent, paying the mortgage, so install the solar with no upfront costs and let the tenant pay it off, since tenants are going to pay stuff off anyway, right? Let them pay the solar off for you. It's a 25-year term, right? I mean, granted, maybe that one tenant won't be there 25 years, but you'll always have, and then when you sell it, the buyer just has to qualify for it, right? So it's you're not stuck having to pay it off. But put it on there, let the energy cost, charge it to the tenant, however much it is. Let's say it's $156 a month. Well, you add that to their rent. So now you're giving them a low power bill, right? Low power bill. And it's paying off your solar on your home, which is at that rental property. You get the tax credit incentive, no upfront cost. See the benefits? I hope I'm making sense, because it made a lot of sense to me. 702-349-0162. Greg Deville, Deville Realty Group. Listen, I have the pleasure of having this guest this afternoon. She is a powerhouse. She's a wonderful lady. She is a business entrepreneur, and I'm telling you, she's going hard in the paint. She is going to come on today and give you some information. Get a pen out, would you? Put your phone in text mode, or where you can lock in her phone number, her contact information. You want to know Eleanor Harris, right? Because Eleanor is a phenomenal. She's got a product. Let me just welcome Eleanor on. Good afternoon, Eleanor. How are you today?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you so much, Mr. Greg Deville, for having Eleanor here.
Yes. I appreciate it. I understand. Now, I want to talk about, and I know there's a couple of things we want to talk about, but I first want to talk about this line with the toothbrush. I want you to introduce that. I want you to show the listening audience, because some of us will be looking on Facebook as well. But she has, well, go ahead, introduce her, because I'll run off with your stuff.
Let me ask you a question. When you was growing up, did you have a toothbrush that looked like you?
I sure didn't. I had those. No, I only had those little toothbrushes that I can recall. Didn't have nothing on them. My dad didn't buy us stuff like he never bought characters, but I had them regular from the
dentist.
From the dentist toothbrush.
Right. So I would have those too. I didn't have any images that looked like me when I was growing up, either just the plain ones or maybe a Disney character. But you guys, I have created a line of toothbrushes that feature African American characters.
Look at that.
We have a Nora, and the John toothbrush, so that when our babies get up in the morning to brush their teeth, they can have some representation of them in their own home. So they can brush their teeth in the morning, they brush their teeth at night, they brush their teeth after snacks, but it's a reflection of themselves, because representation is important.
Absolutely. And it's called reflections.
Our reflections. So as they're brushing their teeth in the mirror, they get a reflection of themselves. So not only do we have the characters, but we also have affirmations on every toothbrush. So for this one here, our beautiful. On our John's electric toothbrush, it says, brush it, then crush it. We want our kids not only to see that themselves on a toothbrush, but also to have some kind of self-esteem. That this might be the first time that they heard, I'm beautiful, or I sparkle, or brush it and crush it. Like, we're starting early.
Yes,
letting our kids know that they are empowered and they are beautiful in the skin that they're in.
There you are. And all of them are electric.
So we have our electric toothbrushes that come with 2 heads. And so this is how they're packaged.
Oh,
you get a battery plus the second head. And then we have our light up timer toothbrushes. So these are more for your younger kids, but they are timers. So you push the light, it'll light up, and when the light stops, it tells them when to stop. Because you know, kids, we're going to brush our teeth like 2 seconds. They're going to do 2 seconds, and then they're done.
And we're just going to do the front right here.
They're not going to go all the way in the back and all that. So this way they know that when that light goes off, that's when you stop brushing.
Okay. And how long is that light? Tell us how long one should brush their teeth.
Well, recommended by the ADA, it should be 2 minutes. But we know kids' attention span is not very long.
Not just kids.
60 seconds. 60-second timers. Now, parents always hit the button again and let them do the cycle all over again.
Okay, so one more time.
One more time, brush one more time, baby.
Yep. But you talking about, you said the kids, you know that some adults brushing up in there like,
Exactly. And have all kinds of dental health issues. So it's important to brush. And it's so important to start young. A lot of times, especially within our community, oral health is not very popular. And so I was at an event today, and some parents were just sharing with me that their kids hadn't really been to the dentist. Or they went next door to my to one of the dental hygienists to see her. So we need to really encourage dental health, dental hygiene, going to see the dentist every 6 months, because your lack of dental care as a child will affect you when you're grown. It can cause even health issues. So we want to make sure our babies start young, taking care of their teeth.
Absolutely. So again, our reflections toothbrush that looks like us. And I want you to give some information how they can reach out to you, how they can reach the website, how they can order the product. Where are we? Where can we find you with this product, or at least the product? Not you, but the product.
Exactly. So I want to just first give a little backstory.
Okay.
So how did this whole thing start? How did I come up with an idea to brush our teeth? And it's to have a toothbrush line featuring children of color. And it started when I saw my 10-year-old brushing her teeth with a popular Caucasian icon. Nothing wrong with her. She loved her at the time. And it just dawned on me, like, you know what? Why can't she have an image in her own home that looks like her? Because I'm crafty and a DIYer, I tried to figure out how to do it. And so I came up with my first prototype. I went to the dollar store. I have some stickers, and I put a sticker on here saying, this is my new toothbrush. So this was how the whole idea started. I don't have a background in dentistry. I am a teacher. I'm a special education teacher. Because I know the need of students that are like always kind of on the outside and they want to feel included. This kind of just tied all of that together. So my background as a special education teacher, wanting to provide inclusivity in the dental industry is how this started. And it just began to connect. God just connected the dots. And here we are a year and a half later with a full line of toothbrushes. We're sold on Amazon. So for those Amazon shoppers, because I'm an Amazon shopper, I gotta hide some boxes from time to time. But Amazon, those who got Prime, you can get your toothbrushes in a couple of days. Just go search Our Reflections toothbrushes, and we can send them out, or they can send them out for you.
Right.
And you can also purchase from our website, ourreflections.com. You'll get those in nice, pretty packages that are sent from me as well. So there's 2 options to buy. There's so much going on right now with Our Reflections. We're definitely, like you said, we're in the paint hard. We're in this paint hard. We're working it.
There you go. Wonderful, wonderful. So we wanted to talk to you about that because it's, I know when it was in the making and you were pregnant with this vision and God made provision for you to bring birth and deliver the baby. And so we're excited to see the end result, right? A year and a half in, and here you are. And the products made it to Amazon and Prime. Yes. God, let's just say God.
It's God.
Right?
It's God.
God. Yes.
A part of the Amazon's Black Business Accelerators program.
Okay.
So that was a blessing to be able to walk me through, give me advertisement credit.
Wow.
And just to let you know, because Barbie is a hot hit right now, if you go on Amazon, there's a 15% off coupon on our pink Nora toothbrushes. So either the electric or the light up, there's a 15% discount code. So you might want to go search that out real quick. Grab your toothbrush or 2. But yes, you was there at the very beginning when I launched it, when I first actually launched it to people to even share the vision with everyone. And you and your wife were just such a blessing to me. Understanding my vision, accepting the vision, I appreciate it.
Look, I'm telling you, when we saw what that, because the idea was so great, I thought that's going to go a long ways because we need that in our homes, right? We need stuff that look like us. Right. And I thought that was just phenomenal. But now I understand that you've got another venture that you're in the middle of starting up about this model. Can you tell us about this thing that you
Absolutely. So because we are taking off and we are growing, you guys, if you have children between the ages of 3 and 11, I was able to team up with a celebrity model maker, Kayla Emons, who is a phenomenal woman who is able to get kids contracts. Big-time contracts to be models. And so she and I have partnered up where she's doing a 3-day challenge. She's teaching some awesome information for parents who want to get their kids in the industry, want them to be models, want them to be actors. So you have to follow her in her group. But with that, we're looking for our brand ambassador. We're looking for the face of Our Reflections. So we are looking for a girl and a boy, nationwide search. And when I tell you, it is going bananas. The entries are going bananas because these are some beautiful babies that want to become the face of Our Reflections.
Wow. Give them.
And it will be a paid gig. They'll get a red carpet treatment, photo shoot. There's a lot that's going to come behind that. They'll be in print ads as well as commercials. So you need to get your kid connected and enter it into that into our model search.
Now, how do we go about doing that? What is it, a website? Give us a phone number. Give us all the avenues by which we make contact to reach out.
So absolutely. So if you follow me, one of the first steps is to follow me on Instagram. And my hashtag or my handle is OurReflections_official. If you go there, there's listed on my page the other steps that you need to take in order to enter. So you need to post pictures, you need to share a hashtag, you need to join Miss Kayla's group where she's teaching. Today is the 2nd day. Tomorrow is the last day of the challenge and of the ambassador search. So you got to move quickly on this. You cannot procrastinate and think you have time, because believe me, 1,000 people have already. Literally 1,000 plus people, kids have already submitted their entry. So my team and I will go through and select that next top model.
Next top model. Okay. All right. And what are those ages once again?
Ages 3 to 11.
3 to 11. Now, is there a certain day? I know you said tomorrow's the last day. So if they were to reach out to you and they could not make tomorrow, that's the end, though. That's the cutoff. That's cutoff. So the 1,000 children that you have, it'll be in the selection of those and whoever else may reach out by tonight or tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So give them this is something you can't sit on. You can't take your time with because we're moving fast.
Okay. Good stuff. Now give us a contact phone number because time is of the essence. So we're going to need a phone number because sometimes the email might take a minute, right? But they can call quicker than they can. Okay.
Well, we're in a generation. We're in a digital generation. So there's no phone number. It's all about connecting us via the Instagram drop.
Okay.
DMs because I've been answering a lot of responses or questions in the DMs.
Okay.
Hit me up on Facebook in the Messenger.
Okay.
No phone numbers, but we do have the DMs, and also I don't mind giving my email address, so you can definitely
do that.
Email address, which is E Harris. We'll keep this one short. E Harris@ourreflections.com.
Okay.
E Harris@ourreflections.com.
All right, and the other one for your IG handle again.
It is ourreflections_official. All right,
that next top young model. You got a pretty baby that you swear by, and you said, "I think my baby gonna be." I'm voting for my grandson. My grandson is He's
your
already.
grandson has already been in print. I mean, your grandson has been in several magazines already that we've already been featured in. He's on the Amazon store right now.
Okay, so, that's right. I did see that.
He's already out there.
Yeah. My grandson already famous. That's right. He gonna make his papa famous. He's with the beginning of it. Praise God. That's beautiful. Well, we wanted to talk about everything you're doing. Again, our reflections for the toothbrush orders, because we want to get those really moving. I think for birthdays, those are nice little gifts to put in the bag with little things, And I love the little timer thing when the light goes out, because now you're doing what you're doing and you don't know if he stopped too soon. Did the light go out? We'll turn it back on and do it one more time, right? So that's good. Oh, this was well thought out.
Those toothbrushes. They love the light up toothbrushes. Today, once again, I was at this huge back to school event out in Henderson, and children from all nationalities wanted a toothbrush. And one of the things I want to say, because I like to share this every time I do an interview, is that my toothbrushes are not just for Black kids. Yeah. It's about representation and inclusion. So we want everyone to embrace that inclusivity in their home and have a toothbrush of brown and Black children in their homes as well. I mean, we have our Princess Cinderellas and we have our Supermans and all of that. So why can't everyone share in that inclusivity and having that diversity in their homes?
Now, these characters.
Really what my heart is to just break down the systemic racism stuff so that everyone can embrace, the toothbrushes.
Now, these characters that you named off, where'd you get these characters?
Thank you for asking. So we have our Nora. Nora received her name from me, Elnora.
Okay,
right?
okay. Look at that. I never would have thought.
And then John. So this is I'm not trying to make anybody cry right now.
Yeah.
But John received his name from my brother. My brother died of cancer when he was 16 years old. So John is just kind of a tribute to my brother. And we have Nora and John back together again, that brother and sister team.
Oh, yeah.
So that's how they got their names.
Okay, beautiful. Right. So, beautiful. There's meaning behind it.
Yeah, there's definitely meaning behind it. And just to let everyone know, our business is about to really take off. We're going to scale. So we're going to also include other ethnic groups. So in our book, we also have these little booklets.
Okay, there you go.
Purchase from our website. These are not on Amazon, but they're on the website. And it gives a story about Nora and John going to the dentist.
Right.
If they have cavities or not. But also in the booklet, it lists Nora and John's friends, and their friends are from all over the world. So they have friends from Asian, from Asia, from Arabic friends. They have Hispanic friends. They have Native American friends. We want to make it inclusive. We want all children, all children to have that representation in their home. And so our reflections will be expanding and our brand will continue to grow.
Wow. That's beautiful. I'm loving it. Give that information.
You gotta order
That's
from
right.
the website though. Get your book.
Now remind them again. Somebody just got their pen or just getting ready to text the info. Give them that info one more time so we can make sure they're having that.
Absolutely. So to purchase our Reflections toothbrushes as well as the booklet, you can purchase it from the website at ourreflections.com. This comes in our branding packages. It's beautiful when you get it. Sometimes I throw a little extra treat in there for you. Okay. And then you can also purchase from Amazon. You guys know what kind of packages you get from Amazon, so you'll get that. But if you go to the website, you'll get a little extra bonus by shopping with me on Shopify. And we also have bundle deals. So for those who I got 2 kids and I have a boy and a girl. Well, you can get a boy and a girl bundle and save a little discount by buying multiples. Okay. Give one to your niece and your nephew and them. Yes, give one a Sunday school treat. Give the kids a Sunday school toothbrush out in Sunday school or something.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
Events. I do want to say there's been a couple churches here in Vegas who have supported greatly and purchased toothbrushes for their children's department, and it's just been such a blessing to.
Those are great ideas. Yeah, definitely. Wow, I'm glad it was pressed on my heart to have you call today. We'll come on live and talk about what you're doing. Every week we are trying to promote a Black-owned business establishment, an entrepreneur that's doing something powerful in our community. And we believe this platform that we've been given is not just for us, but to also assist other families and other businesses with a word that maybe the few little listeners I have could say, oh, I didn't know that, right? Because I'm always about information. So thanks for taking, and it was such, short notice, but you accepted the challenge. Wonderful. So thank you. You were like, sure. And I see you got it all set up. So you used to sitting in front of the screen and got your background.
We were live yesterday, so
no problem. Wonderful. So we're going to be able to share this, and we're going to ask that you share it on your page, right? So that people say, I forgot about it. Because, people will forget, right? But the more they see you, the more they see it. That's why I'm on radio. This will be our 8th year this November. 8 years on radio, but it reminds them. So they can never say, I forgot totally. No, I just forgot for a week, right? Because we'll be back next week right here at Hot 702.5 FM. We'll be right back. So again, thank you, Elnora, for taking the time to share with your product. Blessings on your business. Multiply blessings on your business. And the doors that God is getting ready to open for you, it's endless. It just continues because it's always needed. So, and we're believing that these dentist offices, I know they've been buying boxes of it to give them away as well, because they need something to keep the kids like in the dentist, right?
Right.
Because kids don't like the dentist. But if I get something that's valuable, right? Because they used to give us candy. Wasn't that something? They give us a sucker after telling us don't eat candy, but they give us a sucker. I don't know. Maybe it was just me.
No, you're right. They would give past our kid. I know there's one dentist here. They give little slushies out after they're finished. I'm like, you're giving us a slushie? So thank you. And the kids loved it.
Yeah, right. More sweet to put off that clean.
Right. Yeah. So you keep coming back. That means you're going to keep coming back.
Right. Yeah, like the pest control man. He says, I'm not killing all the bugs. I'm just controlling them. He said, because if I kill them all, I'd never have another job. He said, I'm just going to control the problem. Right. So you can come back. So thank you again. Thank you so much. And we'll be looking forward to talking to you real soon with some testimonials about the great elevation that is on the horizon for you and the family. And we'll be talking to you real soon. Thank you again for this last minute notice and calling in. And we'll talk to you again next time.
All right. Thank you, viewers, so much for watching. I'll be watching for you guys. Following me on Instagram. So thank you so much for having me.
All right. Take care. Say hello to the family for me.
Sure will.
Okay. Bye for now. Okay. All right, Las Vegas. That's right. So, again, don't forget, Our Reflections, the toothbrushes that look have our images on them, and it's just fun to see, really. It's like the little Barbies when they made them, and they made the little African-American Barbies, right? I bought all of them. I raised all girls. I bought every little black Barbie I could see. I have a collection of those holiday Barbies. We have a collection of those for my baby girl in storage. But yeah, those were expensive, but they're collector's items, right? Beautiful stuff, beautiful stuff. Our Reflections toothbrush, and they have a booklet, so you can go to ourreflections.com and you can reach out to them. Our Reflections, you can Google them and you'll find them right there. Great product. We're so happy to see the start to the finish, and they have so much more to accomplish in that whole endeavor. So again, the Greg Deville Let's Talk Real Estate Show, again, likes to promote every week someone on the show. We'd like to promote a black-owned business to help your business get some exposure without cost. No, we do not charge. I didn't want to charge anybody. It's a platform we've had, and, we just being a blessing. I don't know that if I charged you, I don't even know what to charge, right? It's just I want to promote your business. God blesses us to maintain what we're doing. I believe one of the reasons is because we always promote one another, right? Our goal is to help see businesses strive and succeed and multiply. And so that's been our endeavor. Again, going on 8 years on radio. It's been phenomenal, great experience. But again, before I get ready to close out, I want to make sure that those of you who have not gotten solar on your homes, that you remember there's no upfront cost. There's a tax incentive up to $15,000. There's benefits like increase of home value, right? Your value goes up because it's an asset to your property. It brings value to your property. Now, we have the new high-tech solar panels, right? Because remember, they came out a few years ago. They were still working out the kinks and the bugs. Well, the bugs been kinked and the kinks are gone, right? So we got it now where, we're using powerful, 400-watt solar panels. So, again, we'll need a copy of your power bill so we know how many kilowatt usage you're using to determine how many panels you'll need. Okay, so keep in mind, there's things that the process, but it's no upfront cost. At least contact me, and let's do this. Let's get you a free analysis of what things could look like if you decided to go green. If you decided to go solar, guess what? Get a free cost. Like I stated, there's no upfront cost. If you agree to move forward with it, guess what we do? We go ahead and do the contract. You agree to it. It has a 25-year contract, about a 4.5% interest rate. But guess what? The energy cost that you save with just getting away. Listen, it's a flat pay. It's not adjustable. It's financed over the 25 years. The rate never changes. It's fixed. It's a lock rate. You stay there, and no prepayment penalty, no due on sale clause, right? So prepayment means if you pay it early, there's no penalty. They're not looking for the end. They just, what you finance is what you finance to that duration. If you pay it off early, no prepayment penalty. The other thing to note is that it will transfer with the new if you decide to sell, right? Now, the buyer will have to be able to qualify. Now, if they're buying a home, in many cases, people can qualify for. So every now and again, we find people that cannot. And if not, we just put it back on the market. But what we try to do is if we know we have solar, we're selling the home, we make sure that first things first is they get pre-qualified for the solar panel. Before we go real far into the deal, that's one of the first things to do. When you open escrow, do an inspection and get pre-qualified with the solar. So once you get pre-qualified with the solar, you got your home inspection, you're good to go. Now you can move forward, order the appraisal, and close the deal. Now, escrows take about 30 days. Now, if you're in that notice of default era, remember what I said, we can help you sell that home, save that equity, keeping in mind, if the bank forecloses on you, there will not be any funds to receive. I know people say they give them back. I haven't seen it. I heard one person, and I've been in real estate. I've been licensed in Nevada since 2005, and I haven't heard anybody tell me that they got, and was it the amount that you should have gotten, or did it have a lot of accrued penalties and fees, and when you did get it, it was something, but it wasn't the something that you should have gotten. right? They'll give you something to just pacify you. They know the attorneys give you $5,000, you all right, but it really should have stayed in there and got $55,000, right? But he knows $5,000, you're gonna be good. Yeah, I'll take that because you need it right now. But if you ride it out, you probably get $100,000, right? He just appeasing you. But now remember, when you pay that rent, you're paying someone's mortgage. So don't allow yourself to continue paying someone's mortgage, paying down their principal, and paying that interest rate that they got. Families are upset because of the rates, but yet you rent someone's house and pay their rates. Whatever their rates are, you're paying it. I'm sure the mortgage isn't what you're paying. I'm sure the mortgage is less. But he's charging you this number and had the audacity to go up, but his mortgage never went up. His mortgage was fixed, but he increased on you without reason. You know why? He bought a car, and the payment was $600, so he charged $300 to you. So his payment is now, thank you, $300, right? He charges the tenant. Why? Because he can. You don't have to have a reason for increased rent. You could just decide. That's why you lock in your lease. If your credit's not where you need, lock it in for 2 years minimum. That way he can't increase. As long as you're locked in a lease, many of them, you know what they've started doing now? They've started going down to 6 months leases. So now they don't have to wait a whole year if they want to go up on the rent or they want you out of the property. There's a no-cause eviction that can be done. No cause. I just want the house. Why there's no cause. And hey, there we go. So for someone didn't know that, but these are all the casualties that follow renting versus all the positive and the pluses and the advantages to home ownership. Remember, no prepayment penalty even to your home ownership, right? Your rate is locked. There's no increase, no moving around, no adjustable rates. No, it's fixed. It's locked. But are they still adjustable rates today? Absolutely, you can get adjustable. It's not advised for owner occupants. It's not advised. Now, back in 2005, 6, in those eras, they were doing interest-only balloon, ARMs, adjustable rate mortgages, predatory lending. Well, we've done away with all that. Now, as a first-time buyer, you can only do fixed, right? In a conventional, most things are fixed. Now, if you're a savvy investor, you can do an interest only. Why would someone do an interest only? Well, let's say you're buying a house to flip that house, right? Now, you know that you're going to be selling the home. So you borrow money to fix the home. You do an interest only. And now you're just paying, let's say it's $1,500 a month. And it takes you 90, 120 days to complete it and get it sold. Well, you paid 4 months of $1,500. But when it sells, you pay the loan back, but you got all the money that you needed for the improvement and the purchase of the property. That's what the savvy investor does. They don't use their money, use someone else's money, right? These are things that, if you want to learn about flipping properties, first of all, you need to have your own home that you have as an asset, right? You want to have an asset. What do we have as a collateral to say we can use to hold you while you do what you're doing, right? Your credit score, yeah, no doubt. Credit score is important. Everybody wants to know what your credit look like. Where you at? How are things looking? Right? But it's also well that you have some kind of asset. Because if you take my money and you put it on this property over here, well, I need something to tell me I can hold something. Can I hold something? But you don't have nothing. So the investor finds it hard to work with you because you don't have anything. So these are just areas and I know somebody out there probably got a deeper revelation and they're doing it, but their investors have worked with them in the past. They know what they're qualified to do. But those of you getting your feet wet, you're just starting out, listen, many of you are a novice. It's okay. You want to do flip properties? That's fine. We can do that. Okay? Keep in mind, we need some assets to be able to use as collateral. Even when you go to the bank, they want to know what is the collateral. Now, remember, if you have interest or equity in your home, you can use that as collateral for the down payment, and the investment property is going to be the collateral. Let's say I'm buying a fourplex. Well, the income from that, and I'm putting $85,000, $100,000 down, right? So now they're going to put a lien on that because that's going to be collateral, and you're going to have the tenants pay it off like you were doing when you paid rent. You're a savvy investor now. So do it by using the equity in your home for residual income. I talk about it all the time. Residual income. Very, very important that you know about it. But the way you're going to get into it, you've got to first get your own. You can't do it paying another man's mortgage. I need you to get your own piece of the pie. So now you got equity. Every month you're paying into the rent, you're paying into equity. It's just not yours. So let's get smart about it. Let's work harder to get our own. If credit is in the way, whatever's in the way, I want you to kick down the door. I want you to bat around the door and make a decree to yourself that I'm not surrendering, but I'm pressing forward. Not giving up. I'm going to kick the door. I'm going to get my credit where it needs to be. I'm going to stop buying stuff. You got so much stuff in that rental. When the man says time to move, you won't do nothing but complain. All this stuff. But it's your stuff because you keep buying more. You got to keep looking cuter instead of going back in the closet and getting what you had before. Oh, you won't get no compliments because you already wore that. Whatever the case, get your own piece of the pie. I want to help you do it. I want to show you how it's done. 702-349-0162. Greg Deville, Deville Realty Group. Shout out to the queen, the lovely, the beautiful Marquetta Deville, holding it down right there at the office. Look, engineer's looking upside my head. She said, Deville, I ain't going to tell you again. Make room for my next guest. So we got some other studio guests coming in. They have their show. Look here. When I talk to you next Thursday, I'll have some new information. But in the meanwhile, I want to hear from you this week. Tell a friend. Tell Keisha and them. Tell them to reach out to me. I want to help. I want to get it going. I want to get it started. If credit, let's work on it. Let's get started, because if we start now, we'll finish sooner. But if you procrastinate, it's going to be that much longer before you can get it done. All right? All right. Got to go. Talk to you next week. Thursday at 3 o'clock? We'll talk again. Until then, may God's best be yours. Take care.
Jones, hey, Greg Deville was at it, man. Hey, if you want the real, holla at Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. If you want the real, listen to Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. I'm talking real estate, building wealth, making money for your family and yourself.